What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt. In this video, we're going to go over private bridge mortgages and gifted down payments in Canada. And explore a little bit about those two topics and how they're evolving the mortgage and real estate landscape in Canada. So selling your current home and trying to buy a new one, especially in this market right now, can be like a juggling act, right? Imagine this. So you found your dream home and your old home hasn't sold yet. Let's say it's listed for sale with a brokerage, but it's sitting on the market like a lot of homes are right now. Today, I'm going to talk about how private bridge mortgages can be a lifesaver in these types of situations. Now, let's go over a bit of a story or an example. Okay, so let me tell you about Jolene and Kenny. They had their eyes on a beautiful new condo. They were ready to make the move, but their old home hadn't sold yet. Despite having great credit and stable incomes, their bank turned them down for a mortgage on the new condo. The bank saw it as too risky with interest rates rising and the possibility of managing two mortgages. This is where private bridge mortgages come into play. Unlike traditional financing, a private bridge mortgage allows you to use both your old and new properties as collateral. This type of mortgage bridges the gap between buying your new home and selling your old one. So these two people, Jolene and Kenny, decided to go with a private bridge mortgage, and they didn't have to accept a low offer on their old home. They could wait for the right buyer and eventually sold their home for $120,000 more than the lowball offer. This gave them the financial cushion they needed and were able to move into their new condo without the stress and having a financial strain put on them. Now, let's really break down why private mortgages can be a game changer. First, it offers flexibility that traditional banks can't provide. You can get the funds you need to secure your new home without being forced into a quick sale of your old one. Second, it provides peace of mind, which is very important in this day and age. Knowing you have a backup plan can make the transition between homes much smoother. However, it's important to remember that private bridge mortgages come with their own set of conditions and interest rates. Usually, these are higher than traditional mortgages. They're meant to be a very short-term solution. So you'll want to plan accordingly and work closely with your mortgage broker to understand all the terms and conditions in regards to private bridge mortgages. Private bridge mortgages can be a very vital tool in your real estate arsenal, okay? Especially when timing doesn't work out perfectly or when the market situation kind of warrants for this type of action. If you find yourself in a situation like Jolene and Kenny, don't panic, okay? Explore all your financial options, including private bridge mortgages, to make sure that you can move into your new home without unnecessary stress. So it's definitely a great option in today's market with interest rates rising, with properties sitting on the market and months of inventory going up on the Toronto markets and even the cottage markets up in Simcoe County. So if you are in a position where you might need something like this, feel free to reach out to me and I can help you out. Let's talk about the other topic of the video. Gifted down payments in Canada becoming increasingly more and more popular. And it's definitely an option that a lot of younger buyers are using to get into the market, because getting into the market, buying the first property, is becoming a major challenge. Now let's break down what a gifted down payment actually is. Essentially, it's money given to a home buyer by a family member or could be a friend or someone to help with a down payment on a house. This is a game changer for many buyers, especially in high cost markets like Toronto, Vancouver. Lenders generally require a down payment gift letter. Okay, so this letter confirms that the money is a gift, not a loan, and specifies the relationship between the giver and the receiver. Some lenders have strict rules about who can gift money, usually limiting it to close family members like parents or grandparents, right? If the money given is from someone who's not a direct family member, some lenders can look at that as a little bit fishy or could be risky for them. So transparency is key here. Lenders need proof that the gifted funds have been deposited into the buyer's account. This ensures that the money is legitimate and from a recognized source. It's crucial for buyers to have an open conversation with their mortgage broker about these requirements to avoid any surprises during the mortgage approval process. Many first-time buyers are already aware that they'll need some form of assistance due to the steep affordability challenges in the market. Something I've been seeing is a lot of clients come prepared with plans for family support. It's becoming increasingly more popular. This can include co-signing or receiving monetary gifts, being a guarantor on the file. And gifted down payments are not just popular in Toronto and Vancouver. They're also seeing a lot more popularity in cities like Ottawa, Montreal, where home prices are relatively lower, but first-time buyers are increasingly relying on family gifts to get into the market. The support from family members can make a significant difference in overcoming that hurdle of buying the first property. Now, with all that being said, let's talk about current market conditions. Affordability has slightly improved with the Bank of Canada recently cutting rates. This has eased the financial burden a bit, but it hasn't drastically changed the landscape of what's happening in Canada. Gifted down payments remain a valuable option for people to use if they are able to. Some people don't even know that their parents could be in the situation to help them with the down payment. Maybe their parents have built up equity in their home that they didn't know they can access. Maybe they have other assets that they can utilize to help their kids buy their first property. So there's a lot of different strategies that can be put in place to help people buy their first property. And so it's important to reach out, talk to a mortgage broker like myself. We can figure out a strategy to see, okay, is there a chance here to use, let's say, a family member's equity to pull from that to get it as a gift? Like, there's so many different things we can talk about. And so they can definitely be a great tool for first-time buyers who are struggling to get into the market right now. So if you're considering gifted down payments or private bridge mortgages, feel free to reach out to me. I'll leave all my information down below if you need help with any sort of financing, renewals. Even if you were looking to buy and sell real estate, I'd be happy to talk to you. I can definitely help you navigate these financial decisions and reach the best path for you. Of course, if you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. If you guys like the video, it really helps me push this type of content to a lot of people who might really benefit from this information. And of course, until the next video, take care.